Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy JC, Everyday Thoughts. What's going on, everybody? JC, Everyday Thoughts. Feel free to like, share, subscribe to my channel, Everyday Thoughts JC. What I'm going to discuss today is wolves in sheep's clothing. And I have a special guest for me tonight, Coach Rod. We chopped it up three, four times. Always good company every time we speak. And I just feel like it's a good topic for us to talk about. So everybody gather in. Get your popcorn ready. Everybody gather in. You should be joining me real shortly. So everybody gather in. Get you a nice seat, popcorn, water, whatever it is. Get yourself ready for this one. All right, I'm about to bring them on. It's about to bring them on. Hello. Everybody just gather around. Gather around, everybody. Gather around, everybody. Hey,
Hey, what's going on?
what's good, brother?
Yeah, everything good, man. It's a pleasure to be on with you, man.
Oh
And
yeah,
this a good topic right here. In wolf clothing. A lot of people running game on people, not really serious. And people are dating now with the wrong intentions. Everybody's not looking for love. Some people just looking for help. Some people just looking for sex. You know, and as people, we have to, determine whether that person is a sheep in wolf clothing. I mean, a wolf in sheep clothing. Excuse me, a wolf in sheep clothing, meaning that they talking a good game, they look good, but they got the wrong intentions,
hmm
you know, and and we got to be careful that we just don't get hooked up with any and everybody, because everybody are not who they say they are, and it's hard to trust people today, you know.
yeah, yeah. You're right about that. Like I said, my whole thing is just being honest within yourself. As a man, as a woman, figure out what you want out of the situation. Figure out what your purpose is, and find someone that has similar core values, like we talked about before. You
Exactly.
know, there's no need to be lying, being deceitful, being mischievous. Um, I feel like
Mm.
I feel like as men and women, I feel like you can be honest with yourself. If you want to have sex, you want to hook up, you want a relationship, be honest with yourself first, and let the person know that, hey, look, I'm just looking for a good time, and let it be.
Yeah.
Quit trying to sell their dreams and sell people false hope, and deep down that's not what you really want. To be honest with yourself
Exactly.
first and be transparent enough to let her know or let him know what your intentions are. Because there's no point to be trying to play each other. It makes no sense whatsoever to keep trying to play on each other's emotions.
Yeah. I agree with you 100%. And this video can go both ways, men and women. Because you got some women out there can be deceiving as well. It's not always men, that's doing wrong, but you got some women out there that can be deceiving as well. So this video can go both ways. But even though we know, most women gonna
Thank you, brother.
watch really, but but I'm just gonna say this because you may have some men watching. I know you're gonna have some men watching. Like I was trying to say to the fellas, man, before you even sleep with a woman, you gotta, and that's what messes a lot of men up all the time. The first thing they want to do is sleep with a woman, and they don't understand that sleeping with a woman does not make you a man. Doesn't make you a man because you're able to sleep with a woman. You're able to, make a baby, get her in the bedroom, and please her in the bed. That doesn't make you a man,
Mm-mm.
you know. Uh, but most men think that, hey, this is what I got to do to be a man, and it's false. And then they don't go into a relationship discerning things want to like finding out if this person is the right one for me or not, because they just focus on one thing. And most men, the first week of knowing that woman, they trying to get in, they trying to hit it, they trying to get in the bedroom, they trying to smash. And this is what I tell you, women. You know, when you hear these inappropriate conversations from these men, you know, you already know what they're telling you. A lot of times, men see, ladies, a lot of times, you know, men, they know what to say. They know how to run game. They know how to run game on you. And some men are very good at what they doing. You know, they very crafty. You know, you can, you know, it's sort of hard to pick them up. And then a lot of women say, well, you know, I need the spirit of discernment. I know I pray to God for a spirit of discernment, which is true, but most majority of the time, it's not really nothing to discern. It just common sense. A lot of stuff be common sense, you know. If a man, you know, if a man talking, if you just meet a man, if you're on the phone talking sexual to you inappropriately within the first 2-3 conversations, you already know that what he's trying to go at, what he want to do to you. So why would you need a discernment for that? You know, this is what I tell women: don't entertain that. But a lot of women make a mistake and entertain that because they, you know, they just want to be with a man. They don't want to be by themselves. Or we could just be friends. Ain't nothing wrong with us being friends. But I tell women, you know, the more you talk to a man, the more you're gonna start catching feelings, because women are emotional. You gotta protect your heart. So when you see all these signs and red flags, you know, you should cut it right down in the conversation. If you're on the phone with the person, or if you're out on a date with that person, try to end the date politely, you know, walk away, because that is not the one. You know, and back to what you were saying about the core values, you know, and then this is what I teach people, you know, why even waste time with somebody? Y'all ain't got the same core values. And core values is, for example, if you value marriage and family in life, and you want to get married, you want a relationship, something serious and long term, you want to meet somebody that had that value, that had that same value that you have, that same core value that you have. You know, you can't meet nobody who don't feel the same way about marriage. Y'all not gonna work. But you have a lot of people may come to you and be like, you know, they're not gonna be like what JC said. They're not gonna tell you the truth, like, I'm just looking for a good time. They're gonna be like, man, I'm looking for a wife. And a lot of guys, they're good at this. Oh, I'm looking for a wife. You know, I'm looking for my queen. You know, I want to get married. I want to settle down. And then when the man say that, you women just fall for it every time. You sit there and, you know, you get, and see, where I look at it, men get turned on by what we see, and women get turned on by what they hear. You know, you can't let a man sweet talk on you, because they'll sweet talk you right out your jaw, right out your panties. You know, and they'll tell you all these good things. You know, God say you my wife and all that. Listen, I don't care what he say, God say. You know, and I'm gonna say this: even sometimes in the Christian community, even leaders in the church, they do the same thing. They would talk to a woman, then a couple of weeks later, they start talking to a woman inappropriately sexually. That to me, that's a form of a wolf in sheep clothing. You know, he got a title. You know, he's talking all good in the beginning. You know, amen, quoting scriptures and all that. Then all of a sudden, and see, and as a relationship coach, I get this a lot. I have women saying to me like, man, I can't even trust preachers no more. I can't even trust pastors no more. And I got women saying to me like, I'm giving up on dating. I can't do it no more. I don't even care if I ever get married. They just about to give up because they feel like, who can I trust? Who can I trust? You know, can't even trust men that supposed to be men of God, because they talking one way, but then again, you know, they showing you another thing. So this is why I tell people, you go by somebody's actions, their patterns, not by what they saying. You know.
Right. And I just wanted to say that it's important for us guys to check other men. You know, we let too much stuff slide and sweep things underneath the rug,
Mhm.
and it's not acceptable as far as how much we see, but because we don't want to break some kind of bro code that we don't want to call the next man out, and that's unacceptable because that's messing
Yeah,
up another woman's blessing, and we can't have that. And then we want to turn around and wonder why she's bitter, why she has trust issues,
exactly.
because we as men are not calling out other men's BS or nonsense.
Yeah,
We have to be able to call
no
it
doubt
out.
about it.
Because we cannot sit here and be like, we're trying to protect women, we're trying to do this and that, and we keep letting stuff slide with men. It goes both
Mm.
ways too, as far as women calling out the women as well.
Yeah, and see that, and that's my job. That's my job as a motivational speaker, life and relationship coach, to empower people and like you said, to speak on these things and call these people out. And you know me, I call men and women now.
Hmm.
Sometimes people take it the wrong way because they don't want to hear the truth, you know. But I gotta keep it 100,
Yeah.
you know. Um, but there's one thing. There's one thing I want to say too. If you are single and you want to get married, you want a relationship or something serious, or you want to get married, you know, your purpose of dating should be to collect data. You know, dating ain't just for having fun, having sex. A lot of times, what men and women do, they'll just get caught up in the dating, caught up in the sex. Then they try to figure out, and mainly women make the mistake. Then they try to figure out, you know, what's going on in this relationship here. Um, where am I at in your life? What my place as a woman is. Before you even sleep with a man or a person, go both ways, men and women. Before you even sleep with somebody, you want to know. You want to know all that up front. This is what I advise men and women. Before you sleep with somebody, you want to know, does y'all have the same core values, the same belief system? And a lot of times women make this mistake, like I said on the people's video in the beginning. Women talk too much. They tell you everything right up front. I'm a Christian. I've been saved 15 years. I ain't had sex, and I want to stay that way. You already let the man know. So now, sometimes, ladies, when the man hear that, he gonna run. But a lot of times, when a man hear that, he gonna start quoting scriptures. Oh, I'm a Christian too. I love God. You telling this man, what you want. So now they gonna come a time where you should tell that man your belief, because you want to know that he has the same belief you have. But the first conversation, all you want to do is just talk, hold a conversation. And if you're a Christian woman or not, but this isn't all about Christian, but I'm just gonna use an example. If you're a Christian woman, you want a godly man. You don't tell him straight up front, because he gonna start acting like yeah, I'm saved. Just let him talk, and you can tell within the conversation that he ain't a godly man by his conversation, because a godly man ain't gonna say too much a bad thing. For example, if you on the phone with a man, he putting on the baby mama, calling her all kind of B, his ex-girlfriend, cussing her out. You already know. Even if you're not a Christian, if you don't respect his baby mama, he ain't gonna respect you. So why continue in that conversation? So I would say just talk. Let that person talk, and they gonna tell you everything about them. And when you dating, you gotta date to collect data. To collect data means to gather and process information. In two ways, you collect data: by asking questions. And a lot of times women inbox me and they ask me, give me some questions to ask a man on the first date. And I tell them that I can give you some ideas, but I don't know your core values. I don't know your standards. So you should ask questions based upon your core values. If you, like, for example, if you value marriage, if you want marriage, you need to ask that question. You know, and like I said before, my opinion, just my opinion. I wouldn't advise a person to ask straightforward like, well, do you want to get married? Because sometimes people can pick up on you trying to pick their brain. They're gonna tell you just what you want to hear. So, like I said before, you just want to talk, then just bring up marriage. Everybody getting married. Just slide it in there. Everybody getting married. Wow, a lot of people getting married. They rushing getting married too. That person gonna get their opinion. 9 times out of 10, if they don't value marriage, they're gonna say, I don't know why they getting married. Hey, marriage is nothing but a piece of paper. I don't want to get married. So you already know. So when you hear that right there, you should end the conversation. You know what I'm trying to say? In the conversation. There's no need to go forward because y'all don't have the same core values. You're not, you know what I'm saying? You want to get married. And a lot of times people make this mistake. You know, they look at the looks and the sex and all that. They get caught up in that. And then they get so tired with people who toxic for them. You know, and I even know some men the same way. I had a man tell me, you know, woman cheating on him, doing him wrong, dogging him out, hurting him. He said, I can't let her go. And I know she's wrong. You know, you know, soul tie. And that's why I tell men before you even sleep with a woman, you know, you want to make sure, you know, you don't sleep with her. See, most men, they want to sleep with a woman, live with a woman for 5, 10, 15 years, then decide whether or not they want to marry her. You're supposed to do that before you even sleep with her. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, go ahead, brother. I know you want to say something, but
Oh no, oh no. I mean, I just wanted to say, like, don't really get so caught up with your flesh. You know, I understand this person
exactly,
may look good, she may feel good, maybe have a good time, but she may not be what I'm looking for, and vice versa. You know, we might not have the same core values despite looking, and you have to look at the person's mind and character and honor and that integrity as well. You can't just be looking at just the
exactly,
physical because I'm more attracted to mentally and where she's going, where her head's at, as opposed to just her physical looks, because all that's going to deteriorate. You know, and a good woman,
exactly.
her mindset is going to continue to grow within her. You know, her looks are going to fade. So it's all about
They're gonna
how
feel.
she how she cleansing the inside of her. You know, what kind of woman is she? How pure is she? You know.
Mhm. And that's the thing. You hit the nail right on the you hit it right on the head. Looks gonna fade away. Looks gonna fade away. And there's one thing. Don't get me wrong. As men, we are attracted by what we see. We are wired that way. But we cannot make our decision just upon looks alone. And I think that's what a lot of men mess up at. And you know, like me, I don't care how good a woman look. If she gotta, I'm very picky about who I date. I'm very picky about who I bring around my kids. I got a daughter. I'm not gonna bring no hoodlum around my daughter. No hoodlum woman around my daughter. I don't care how
Hmm.
fine she is. If she talking all, you know, ghetto, I want a woman with brain. I want a woman with brain, with class, because you know, I want her to be that example to my daughter. You know, if I bring her around my daughter and she supposed to be an example to my daughter, you know, I don't want that. I don't want no hoodlum around my children. Period. That's just me. I look at stuff like that. But most men, they just say, man, she got a nice body. And sometimes maybe women do that too. They look at, oh man, he got a 6 pack. Oh, he got muscles. Like you said, bro, all that stuff gonna fade away. All that stuff gonna muscles gonna fade away. All that stuff gonna fade away. That don't mean nothing. And I'm telling you, you got some men and women. They are narcissists, and you meet them, you're gonna think they the one. They're gonna look good. They're gonna have the body. They're gonna be saying the right stuff. And a lot of times they narcissists. They narcissists. And you know, and they're gonna be charming you and giving you all the right, you know, all the right things, and you be like, oh man, this the one. This the one. Because they looking good, they smelling good, everything, they talking good. But guess what? Because your mind is on the physical, you're not paying attention to that person's action. You're not collecting data. And this is what I tell the woman. When the man pursue you, when the man come up, you ask you for your number. If you are interested in that man, it's okay to exchange numbers and you know and talk to that man. But that is not the time for you to let your guards down to get happy. You know, hey man, tell your friend girl, I just met this dude. You know, he sounded good, girl. He said he want to marry me. Da da da. You getting all happy? No, that's the time for you to start collecting data before you get your emotions involved. You gotta find out what is this man's intention. Just because a man is pursuing you doesn't mean he have the right intentions. gotta understand is every man don't pursue you for marriage. You know, some men just pursue you just for sex. And nowadays you got men pursuing women just for a woman to take care of them.
Mm-hmm.
We live in a time now. We got more men gold diggers than women. Cause back in the day, gold digging was pretty much women, but now this is what I'm seeing now. Now women are hustling. They getting their money. They got good jobs. They got good cars. They got a house. And these men seeing all that, and they're looking for a woman to take care of them. And they'll tell you all the right things. You know, girl, I wanna marry you. I love God. Da 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 da. All it is a wolf in sheep clothing. And they just telling you all the good things. And because you're a woman, you get turned on by what you hear. You like falling for it. You fall for it. Man, it sounds good. And you don't even know this man could be a narcissist. You don't even know that. And then once he lure you in, once you get him lure you in, and once you have sex with him, then what a narcissist gonna do? They're gonna start tearing you down, start calling your type of name, all that. Now, you know, and then when you wanna like fight back and say, well, you wanna leave, oh, they wanna threaten, oh, you don't love me, this and that, I'm gonna kill myself, you know, then you understand all this stuff here because you are turned on by what you hear as a woman. You can't let all this stuff get in your head. Okay, he's telling you all these good. Okay, prove it to me. If you want to marry me, prove it to me. You know, if a man not making you no priority, if a man not doing the things, if he's not backing up what he's saying, then guess what? You don't give a man your heart. But most majority of the time, women go by what a man is saying. They fall for it every time because he's saying good things, and you know, and it sounds good. But that man got to back up. If he ain't put no action behind what he's saying, you know what I'm trying to say? You wasting your time. I've been there 18.5 years. Exactly. You're wasting your time. And this is what I tell women. Listen, ladies, whenever you be with a man that long, like she said, no marriage, no ring, you just lay down your crown as a queen. You laying down your crown. Whenever you give a man your heart who has not given his life for you, who has not committed himself to you, you laying down your crown. You know, like I said before, sex cannot make a man love you. Sex cannot make a man marry you. Sex cannot make a man be faithful to you. It gotta be in that man. It's up to that man. If it's not in that man to be faithful and loyal and want to marry you, sex ain't gonna do it. All sex does to a man is build his ego up. Because it's sad to say this, but most men think the more women I have sex with, the more that make me a man. Most men found their identity in the ability to have sex with women. They can sleep with 5 women in 1 week. Man, I'm laying down in the bedroom. That's all sex does to a man. You struggle his ego. If that man don't love you, if he don't want marriage, ain't nothing you can do. So before you give it up to a man, make sure, before you give your heart to this man, make sure this man have proven to you that he's willing to lay his life down for you. You know, if he don't know his identity as a man, if he thinks his identity is to have sex, but he don't know his identity is to provide, protect you, you know, and make you feel secure in every way financially. See, a lot of men like to hear this right here when I say financially. You know, you trying to say, you know, women should use a man to come up and all. They don't see them grown boys. Them grown boys. I'm telling you, ladies, all you gotta do is talk to a man. Talk to him. Y'all have a conversation. You know, what you think a man's role in a relationship is. See what he say. Talk to him, or just bring up a conversation about providing. Yeah, men should provide, something like that. And I'm telling you, he'll tell it all. You know, equal rights. Women want equal rights. You know, ain't no providing nothing. 50-50, half and half. You know. Now listen. You know, my point trying to tell you, ladies, you don't want a man with that mindset. You don't want a man telling you straightforward he believe in 50-50. You want a man to tell you that my role as a man is to provide for you and protect. Not saying that you got to stay home and let him pay all the bills, you know, but he have to know his role as a man is to make sure that you are financially secure. You know, even if a woman make more than the man, doesn't matter if they get married, it's going to be one income anyway. But you don't want a man with that mindset. Well, you got to pay half and I pay half. Y'all want equal rights. Listen, you got to let the man know straightforward. Listen, you ain't the one for me. That should be the end of the conversation. As soon as you hear stuff like that, you ain't the one. Because what you're going to do, ladies, you're going to spend 18 years, like this sister here said, 18 years raising a grown man. And I'm telling you now, you're going to get drowned. You're going to get tired of it. You're going to get tired of it because there's no fun being with a man you got to raise. But you want a man that's going to tell you, my role as a man is to be the provider and the protector. And to be in the lead. And one way a man lead is by taking the initiative, not by sitting back and let you do everything. That's not a leader. And that's what you want to know. If this man, is he a leader? Is he know that he supposed to protect me, provide for me? I don't want no man taking my daughter to I want to marry your daughter. Are you going to protect my daughter? When you go on a date with my daughter, her safety is in your hands. If something happened to my daughter, you gonna have to answer to me. It ain't gonna be nice. Cause I'm telling you now, I'm a preacher, but I go to jail about my daughter. I'll be just like Paul and Silas, but I'll be in prison. I have my prison ministry. You know what I'm trying to say? No man ain't gonna put the hand on my daughter. If my daughter going out with you, you're gonna protect my daughter. You know? I was stay at home every month. I gave my husband money. He never had a dime to my name. Wow, that's man, that's crazy. But this is what we dealing with. And then when I say stuff like that to these men, they get mad. But like Brother Jason said, we gotta call them out. I call them out, brother. Some of y'all men, y'all wussies, man. Y'all complain. I never seen a bunch of complaining men. I mean, they complain about everything. Oh, women did. Oh, one man said, I can't work all day and come home and get hard and have sex. I'm like, really? I mean, this is why a lot of women are so single, because you got a bunch of sorry wussies as men. I gotta keep it real with you, men. Some of y'all men, y'all complain too much. You gotta tighten up, man. You gotta tighten up. Real back in the days, real men, they complain like these men just, oh my God. They grown boys. And the women gotta see him, pump into him, raise them and do all that right there. This is why I tell you women, you don't want to be like this young lady right here. You see all these signs in the beginning, just cut that should be the last conversation. Y'all ain't got the same core values in the conversation. Because if you don't, you're gonna be caught up with a wolf in sheep clothing. And a lot of them got titles, and a lot of them in the pulpit, they cheaters, they liars. And not saying all of them like this. You got some good preachers out there. I'm not saying all of them, but you got a lot of them in the pulpit. They cheaters, they liars. They doing all this type of stuff. They doing the same thing the unsaved men doing. And a lot of times women fall for them because they feel like he's a pastor. I know he's real. You can't go by a man's title. You gotta know what their fruit is. If they're not bearing fruit, that's why the Bible say try the spirit to see whether the spirit is of God. You don't go by what a man is preaching or what a man is saying. You gotta try that. You gotta try the spirit. A lot of times we think discernment is God speaking to us. Discernment is just paying attention to people's patterns in their behavior. That's all what discernment is. This discernment is not really not so spiritual. It's common sense. If a man is telling you, if a woman telling you who they are, you believe what they is. They true colors on the show. They may lie to you and try to fool you, try to deceive you. But if you pay attention and you look with your spiritual eyes, I'm telling you now, you are going to see them red flags. You're going to see it. Discernment is not always God speaking to you, telling you this and that and the other. A lot of stuff be right in your face, you know.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying. Also, you gotta give her reinsurance and knowing that she's your top priority as well. You know, I feel like we're missing out
Mm,
on that as well too, making sure that she's first priority. You're not lusting over other women. You don't have any desire any kind of other women. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing
yeah,
we gotta work on as well. And just like you said, protecting and providing and leading, that's one thing we have to other men to start doing and stop being complacent in relationship phase and when they're around other women and stuff. You
exactly,
know, it's one thing we gotta focus on as well. And then also, quote the scripture, Matthew 7:15. It talks about the false prophets and stuff. That's the one thing.
mm-hmm.
One thing you have to judge a man over his fruits, not just with his words, but his actions. What is he doing? What's he doing? And same thing with me and you. People you have to check everybody you talk to. Even if they're sounding good, if his fruits is not
Mm-hmm.
it's not you can't see any kind of elevations of the fruits that he's planting, then he's no good. you know. And the thing
That's
about
right.
it is, I have my mistakes too. I have my mistakes where I've done wrong, but the thing about it, I come to realization that myself that I am gonna make mistakes, but I'm owning up to it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna make me a better person, a better mate, and I'm gonna grow from it.
Exactly, exactly. Um, I appreciate you, my sister. I'm praying for you. I know you've been through a lot.
Yeah,
And this is why we do what we do. For women like you, men that been hurt, that been through some things. This is why we do what we do. I feel as though we are called to deal with this type of thing because so many people are getting hurt by people. And like this young lady here. You know, my heart goes out to you. My heart goes out to you. You give all your time and energy into a man, and then he turns around and do you like this. So this is why we do what we do. Like brother, JC saying, as men, we had to do a better job. And like he said, we have made some mistakes. And I wasn't the man that I am now. By the help of God and a spiritual father I had in my life, Pastor Curtis. I learned a lot from him about like women and stuff like that. So that's what made me the man that I am now. Man of integrity, a man that's striving to do right. You know, and but reason why I could tell y'all some things like me and Brother JC was saying, because we've been there. We haven't been good all our life. We know how these men. We know how they is. So when we telling y'all certain things, you gotta listen because we know the game that man play on y'all ladies, and we are trying to protect y'all because we are spiritual brothers. We are spiritual brothers. And my sister, for 18 years, you laid down your crown, but guess what? Now you picked it back up. Whenever a woman leave a man that's not good for her, whenever a woman leave a toxic relationship, guess what she did? She put her crown back on. And I don't know who watching this video, but you are in a toxic relationship and you're not happy. You've been constantly cheated on. You've been constantly disrespected, physically and verbally abused. It's time to put your crown back on and walk away from that relationship. And listen, I know you can do it. It ain't gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy, but you can do it. You can do it because it don't make no sense to keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting to get different results. Don't make no sense. And I feel as though some women are watching right now. You ain't happy. You've been deceived by these men. You've been tricked, and it's time to let it go. Time to let it go. God got something better for you. But a lot of times we can't get what God got for us because what we want is not good for us. We want it may look good, it may feel good, meaning maybe the sex good or whatever. But man, sometimes you gotta let some things go to get what God really got for you. And a lot of you don't even know what God got for you. You will never experience the kind of man or the kind of woman that God got for you because you wasting your time with somebody who don't even value you as a person. And I'm telling y'all, you gotta pay attention to all these things I'm telling y'all because I know what I'm talking about. I deal with this stuff on a weekly basis. You know, for example, you know, a young lady reached out to me, you know, and she's married. And you know, her husband disrespects her. You know, looks at other women in his presence. And you know, and that's why I tell you ladies, like when you dating a man, this is what I mean by collecting data, you know, by what a man is saying and by what he's doing. When you go out on a date with that man, watch how he is. If he's looking around at everything, wondering, you know, that's disrespectful. He with you. Every time a woman walk by, he looking like this for him. You know, the waitress come over to the table, he all flirting with her, looking all in her, you know. Put into that kind of stuff. When you see that, that should be the last date. You know, pay attention to the man how he is with his phone. You know, you and him riding in the car, he got to have a phone facing down. All that, like I said before, all these things, pay attention to. You know, one relationship, like I said before, one relationship I was in, you know, my ex told me, you know, I feel secure in the relationship because I ain't had no code on my phone. Yeah, if I leave my phone around her, you know, we riding together in the car, something, I don't leave my phone flat like that where she can't see somebody call. I wasn't hiding that. You got pictures of all these things. If you see these signs, you know what? I don't care how good he look. I don't care how good he talking. You should end it because if you keep going on with that, you're gonna end up being like this young lady right here. You know, 18 years wasting time with a man, and then we say, "Oh God, give me discernment." That's discernment right there. Look at his phone. He don't know, you know. All you gotta take a phone with him everywhere you go. You know, it's like he hides stuff with his phone. All these things be red in your face. So a lot of times we be like, "Oh God, give me discernment." God is saying, discernment is right there. Discernment is not always God giving you a word or God speaking to you, stuff like that. Discernment is just red flag. When you see red flag, that's discernment right there. Red flags are gonna be there. I'm telling you, I deal with this stuff on a you know, on a regular. You know, one young lady reached out to me and she was saying she talked to a guy. She'd been dating a guy, talking to a guy. He drive trucks over the road, right? But she noticed when the guy come off the road and go home for home time, he don't call her while he home. But when he get back on the road, he call her. I told her, pay attention to the red flag. Pay attention to the man pattern. I said, do he do this regularly? Yes, he do this regularly. It's not like he do it. It happen every now and then. Every time she said he does this. I said, this man got a wife or he got a live-in girlfriend at home. That's a red flag. That's a red flag right there. Because if he wasn't hiding nothing, he would call you when he home too. But the only time this man call you is when he driving trucks over the road. That means he's not by his wife. That means he's not by his woman. So he's calling you. And I told her, if I was you, I believe not a shot of a doubt, not a shot of a doubt, this man either married or this man got a living girlfriend. And all this man want to do to you is use you for sex. Because whenever man have a woman, hey, God bless you, Brother Keith. Whenever man have a woman, when a man is married and he entertain another woman, he just want to have sex. That's all you want to do. And whenever you let a man have sex with you, knowing that he's got another woman, knowing that he's married, my sister, you laying your crown down. A queen don't do that. A woman that's a queen, she's not going to do that. You know? And they say back in the day, oh, girl, having a half a man, having a piece of man is better than having no money and all. A queen don't settle for that. No, that's old foolish talk right there. Listen, God ain't created you for you to share no man. If you can't have the whole man by yourself, My sister, you gotta let that man go. So I told her, I said, you gotta make a decision. I said, I ain't gonna tell you what to do. That's your decision. But I'm telling you now, that man, he ain't no good. The red flags are red in your face. Because when a man really serious about you, he's gonna call you on a regular, not only when he's not at a certain time, but he's gonna call you when he's on the road. In a situation, he was a truck driver. He gonna call you when you're on the road and when you're at home. But he's calling you off and on. Like if he's not, you gotta pay attention to these patterns. You know, if a man can't call you at night, only call you in the daytime, but he can't talk at night, never can talk at night. You call him at night, he don't answer the phone. And then he wait to the next day to call you back on a regular basis. All these red flags. Red flags. He got somebody. Or vice versa with the men. The same thing with you men. You know, I had a woman one time that I met without Facebook. You know, I call her at night, don't answer the phone. I leave a message, text her at night, don't answer the phone. But in the daytime, she calling me, want to talk. So I don't know exactly what it was, but in my mind, something got to be wrong. You don't want to talk you can't talk at night. So maybe you stand with a man or something like that. But my thing is, when I'm pursuing a woman, I expect her to return my call and my texts. You know, I'm not saying that she have to answer the phone every time I call or, like jump to my every beat, but a whole 2 days go by, I text you how you doing. 2 days by, then you text me back, I'm doing good, I was busy. You that busy, you can't even get your finger and type in, hey, I'm doing good. You ain't that busy. So, so a man's supposed to sue a woman, but at the same time,
Wolves and sheep.
pay attention to the red flag. If that woman is not giving you no time, she's not interested. I don't care how busy a woman is. If she's interested in you, is you pursuing that woman, she's going to make time for you. She may not answer your phone call every time, but she's going to fit you in her schedule. If she's interested in you, she's going to fit you in her schedule. All these men and women got to pay attention to these red flags. They be right there. And I'm telling you, one thing about it, through my experience, brother, I have learned how to discern people. I had one girl, she know I get paid on Fridays. I try to hook up with her and date her to get to know her. Call her sometime, don't answer. Don't tell me text. But like if I call her on a Monday, I won't hear from her. Then Friday come, I need a little something. Need a little something. You ain't talk to me all week. But now I get paid. Now you need something. And there have been times, I helped her because I'm a good person, out of kindness of my heart, but at the same time, I said to myself, I gotta start telling her no. Because if I keep on doing this, what I'm doing, I'm reinforcing her. What reinforcing me, I'm supporting, I'm strengthening her to keep on using me. So you know what I'm saying? So I help her at times, by being a blessing to her. Helped out with some bill money. She never had to pay me back, and I wasn't sleeping with her. We ain't had sex, And I'm gonna be honest with you, I wasn't that type of. I wasn't that type of person at that time. I wasn't. I was. A man of God, but I was. At one point in time, I was in my backsliding stage. Cause I know me, I'm transparent. I ain't gonna hide nothing from you. I was in my backsliding stage. And I had a decent job. I was at UPS making decent money. So she saw, hey, I need something, but at one point I told her, I said, listen, I told her straight up, I got it, but I can't do it because I'm trying to build a relationship with you and you want to call on me when you need something, money. And then when I said that, nothing. She didn't say anything. So from that point on, I said, you know what? I'm done. I backed off. Because why? I know my worth as a man. You have to know your worth. You gotta know your worth. I could have settled for that. I could have tried to get her to give me set because I'm giving her money. That wouldn't have got me nowhere. A lot of men right now today are broke. Right now today because they have no self-control over women. That's because a woman giving them their body, they're getting out their money. You can't do that, man. Can't do that. I mean, I'm at a point in my life right now, man. You know, I'm trying to get myself established. You can't be keep giving out money everywhere because a woman opened up her legs to you. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but I think my experience, I tell y'all, man, pay attention to these red flags. It may look good, and the chick was a good looking chick, thick, built nice, and all that. But you know, that didn't move me. Most guys, if a woman got thickness like that, they trying to get in it. They'll give them their money. They don't care. Wonder why they keep getting played though. You doing all your money away on somebody who don't even value you as a man. So it goes both ways, men and women. You gotta value yourself, man. One thing about me, I value myself, and I love myself too much to give my all to a person who don't want to, in return, give their all to me. I walk away, and it may hurt, but I would walk away from a person quick. I deal with it for a while because I'm a patient person, and I believe in giving somebody chances. I would talk to a person like, hey, like one girl I was with, I was like, you disrespecting me, you cursing me out. I said, listen, I don't like that. I told her I don't like that. I said, you're a good woman, you look good, you cook, and all that. A lot of things I like about you, but you gotta tone that down. All that cursing me out, stuff like that. I told you, you gotta stop that. Because in my mind, if I'm telling you what you're doing hurting me and you keep doing it, you don't love me. You may have feelings for me. You may be in love with me, meaning that you got feelings for me. There's some love there, but you're not in love with me. And whenever you are telling a person about how you feel and they're not concerned about your feelings, they're not in love with you. They're going to keep doing the same thing. They're not in love. They're not in love. They're going to sorry. They're going to probably say, I'm sorry. They're going to keep better on doing it. You got to walk away. I know my work as a man. I'm not gonna put up that for no. I'll put up with it for a while. But brother, men and women gotta learn how to walk away. Value yourself. If nobody else don't value you, you have to value yourself. You gotta value yourself. And I'm telling you right now, it's best to be single than to be with a man or a woman that does not respect you. Straight up. Doesn't make any sense. Oh, you want to
Yeah,
say something, bro?
oh no, you're right about that. I mean, it's all about having core values and valuing yourself. Putting up with nonsense or any kind of BS. You're the CEO of your life. When people coming out, they should know the standard or the mission statement that comes in about you.
That's
You know,
right.
and the
You
thing
set the
about it,
standard.
yeah, the thing about too is like my issue was just not being attentive enough and not giving her my undivided attention. That's one thing I struggle with. And as a man, I
Yeah.
can admit that I can admit my flaws that I was doing. That wasn't right.
Mm,
But like I said, I learn from
yeah.
and I grow from them daily. You know,
Mm.
like I said before.
And that's the thing.
It, yeah, go on.
Mm. That's the thing. At least you realize what you're doing wrong, what you did wrong, and you know, you correct that. Because like even me, I'm the same way. But I had to learn what really makes a woman satisfied and make her really, feel love. It's not sex. Now, sex make her feel good. It's great, I'm not saying it's not important, but sex does not make a woman feel love. You gotta be there for her emotionally, you know. And like you even said this on a video you did with the other dude was like, you gotta be there for a woman emotionally as well. A lot of guys don't see it that way. You wanna, be that everything that woman need, and a lot of men don't know this, you know. They think, well, I'm working, I'm coming home, laying down in the bedroom. That's it. I'm the man. It takes more than that to be the man. You have to be able to be that emotional support as well. Because you're dealing with an emotional creature.
Hmm.
Women, are emotional. They go off of their feelings and stuff like that. And me, I learned to know when a woman disrespecting me or when a woman is just being emotional. Sometimes a woman may say things that out of emotions. And as a man, we can't let everything our woman say get to us like, oh man, like for example, if she's saying, well, you ain't spending no time with me, that means she trying to tell you that, I love you. I want to spend time with you. She's not complaining. She's not disrespecting you. When a woman want to spend time with her man, that's telling you as a man, like, hey, and this one thing I had to learn. I'm like, I'm working to pay the bill. At one point in my life, I'm like, I'm the man. But the woman I wanted, the woman I was with, you're not spending time with me. So now that I know, I have learned that, and I looked on it when I, got back right with God, and God showed me my wrong, and God said, and what came to me was, that's how you know a woman really love you or not, if she want to spend time with you. If a woman don't want to spend time with a man, something wrong. Something wrong. And I told one of my best friend this, every time he tried to take a woman out on a date, get to know her, take her out to the movies, spend time with her, she got an excuse. But when she need some bills paid, she calling them up. And I told my homeboy, I said, look, bro, if I was you, she ain't showing me good because she ain't trying to spend time with you. So when a woman complaining like that, sometimes it doesn't mean that she's nagging, that she's complaining. You gotta understand, as a woman, this how she feel. And as a man, if a woman tell you how she feel and you don't, show concern about her feelings, what kind of man you being? That's not love. So if she's saying, I feel as though you don't spend time with me, spend time with the woman. Spend time with the woman. Because I'm telling you now, when she start complaining, that means she don't care no more. And when she don't care no more, you about to lose a good woman. You about to lose a good woman. I'll tell you, she complaining too much. Maybe sometimes she just complaining because she feel neglected. Because she care. But when a woman start complaining, she start being quiet, that don't mean she letting you get away with it. She about to walk out the door. She about to put her crown on. She about to put her crown on and get about the relationship. And I guarantee you, as a man, you're gonna regret losing that woman. And one thing about a woman, once a woman get over you, and once a woman like move on from you, and she really get you out her system, boy, look at her. She become bitter towards you. She don't want to hear your name. She can't stand. I can't stand him. That's how they be talking. Oh, I can't stand him because all that angerness don't build up in that woman. How do I know? I've been there. I wasn't perfect all my life. I've been there. When a woman get that anger built up in her towards you, and she may still have some feelings there, but I can't stand them. Don't even mention my name. Don't even mention his name to me. I'm telling you, you know what I say? Because men got to realize women are they're like incubators. Whatever you get to a woman, they're gonna multiply and give it back. If you disrespect a woman, they're gonna multiply. They're gonna give it back to you. Like they say, if you give a woman a house, you're gonna make it a home. If you give a woman groceries, you're gonna make a meal. Women are like incubators. They're gonna multiply and gonna give back to you. And I'm telling you now, you can do so much damage to a woman that she can come bitter towards you, and you're gonna wish you would have never did that to that woman. So if y'all men watching, your woman complaining, listen to what that woman is saying. You never know, when she gonna get tired of you, bro. I'm telling you. But you have to be there for a woman emotionally as well. One thing I had to understand as a man, we gotta be more patient, and that's a part about loving your wife like Christ loved the church, even when she's not lovable. It takes a strong man to do this. Still, you may be upset with her. She may get on your nerve because sometimes our woman, our man gonna get on our nerve. Just is what it is. And we're not perfect because we all have our humanity. We all have our human side of us. But at the end of the day, guess what? It's still my wife. I still love her. I'm upset with her right now, but I still love her. You know, but it takes a strong man to do that, though. Love your wife like Christ loved the church.
Facts.
And what that love is a sacrificial love. Sacrificial love, ladies. If he's not willing to sacrifice his life, his freedom, sacrifice hanging out with the homeboys, not saying that he can't never hang out and go out, but some guys they rather hang out with their friends more than they be with you. And I have dealt with women like this. I'm cooking for him, I'm giving him money, I'm getting around to work. I try to help him get on his feet, and he don't want to spend time with me. He want to hang out with the boys, because he's a grown boy. Boys hang with boys. He's a grown boy. So if he ain't trying to spend time with you ladies, let him go. Because he's telling you that he's not willing to sacrifice his life for you. And when they say lay down your life, it's not literally mean lay down your life, even though, it does mean that as well.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's a spiritual side of that is he willing to give up the things that he loved for you, like hanging out with a friend so much, being, that single bachelor, give up his freedom, give up, having other women. Some of y'all may have problem with y'all men having female friends. If he's not willing to give that up, I would say don't go any further with that man. All these things you want to find out, you want to know in the beginning. Is this man willing to sacrifice his life for me? Because you got a lot of women right now with men that don't want to give up their female friends. And maybe he need to find him a woman that allow that, because some women may say ain't nothing wrong with it. But if you're a woman, if you don't feel comfortable with a man having female friends, if he can't respect that, then you gotta make a decision. You mean, you need to tell him, brother, maybe you need to find somebody else who don't mind that. But for me personally, my woman can have male associates, meaning they can like talk when they see each other, wave, hi and bye, text, how you doing, I'm good, that's it. But friends, unless I meet him and he got a woman, because they make me feel a little bit more comfortable. But if he's single, that come on, all you doing is open up the door for that person to come on in, because when your relationship is on the rocks, y'all going through bad time, they're gonna be right there, you're da. And then you gonna start falling for that person right there. So, but again, you gotta find somebody, because some people don't mind that. Some people don't mind having the same, like, men having women friends or women having men. Some people don't mind that. So you want to meet that person that y'all got the same core value, y'all on the same page, But you just gotta value yourself as a person, and that's one thing I can't stress it enough. You set the tone what you are going to accept and allow in your life. You control that. Nobody else can but you. You cannot control what a person do to you, but you can control what you allow a person to do. That's your life. You the CEO of your life. And some of y'all are like driving Miss Daisy. Y'all sit y'all butt in the front seat, Miss Daisy in the back seat, telling y'all which way to go. And y'all just turn and go right. No, go over there. Okay. Yes, Miss Daisy, go over here. Everything Miss Daisy tell you to do, you doing. Stop letting people dictate and control your life like that. You control your life. You set the standard in the relationship. In the beginning, you set the standard. And the first time a person didn't respect you, guess what? Something should come in your head right there. Something, you know what? Because if they keep doing it, if you keep it lying, they're gonna keep doing it. They're gonna keep doing it. So, you gotta set the tone in your life. It's not like no grabbing Miss Daisy. You sit back and you let everybody, you let your boyfriend, your girlfriend dictate to you what you can do, and you don't. Like some women, y'all be like, how can I ask a man what my role, what my place in his life, what my title is, without him getting offended and leaving, not him getting mad and leaving me? What? Just ask him. Hey, what's going on? That's it. Look, brother, what's going on? As a woman, you gotta be strong. What's going on here? What's going on in this relationship? What am I to you? You just a friend, you might, okay, I understand. Walk away. Walk away. Because when you let a man know that he can sleep with you and put you in the friend zone and keep you in the friend zone, that's all what you ever gonna be to him. And what that man's telling you, that you're not good enough to be my woman, you're not good enough for me to commit myself to you and to be in a relationship with you, and you're not good enough for me to marry you. You're not good enough for me to sacrifice my life for you. But you're good enough for me to get on top of you. That's all you good for. In his mind, that's what he's telling you. That's all you good for. As a woman, you don't accept that. And whenever a woman give a man her body, and she don't know her place in that man's life, she don't even have a title, you're laying down your crown. Start laying your crown down, ladies. Start laying your crown down. Some of y'all tonight need to put that crown back on. Put that crown back on. You're laying down your crowns, man.
Yeah. I mean,
so
you're
y'all
right
laying
about
down
that.
your crown.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Aggressive and rude. That's it. Tell them goodbye. Tell them goodbye. Don't even sit there and waste your time with them. That should be the last conversation, the last date. Because 9 times out of 10, when a man get like that, physical abuse is going to come later on. Physical abuse is going to come later on. And that's not how a man's supposed to treat a woman. A man's supposed to respect a woman. Like I said, even though he may be upset with a woman, he may be, if he got to walk away and cool down a little bit, hey, let me walk away and cool down for a little bit. Yeah, but all that aggressiveness and rude talking, screaming and yelling at you, putting you down, don't let it happen, ladies. I'm telling you now. If you let it happen, if you let it happen, it's going to keep happening. You're going to end up stuck with somebody. I'm glad she brought that point out. But that's pretty much what it is. The wolves in sheep clothing, they are out there. But if you value yourself as a person, I don't care. And a lot of my Christian followers, I love y'all, but some of y'all just overdo this spiritual stuff. Oh, the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. It's not that. It's just you gotta value yourself. That's because a man come in your life and he's not treating you right, that don't mean the devil sent him in your life. It just means you gotta value yourself. Walk away. The devil can't listen. If you love yourself, the devil can't make you be with nobody you don't want to be with. So I don't care how good that person talking, how good they look, and how good they smell. If you got self-love, you will not settle. You will not settle. You will not settle. And there's one reason why that I will not date any and everybody, because I love myself. And a woman with an attitude just turn me off. I don't care how fine they is. A lot of stuff turn me off because I know I love myself. I refuse to be with somebody who's not going to compliment me, who's not going to add to me, who's not going to help me grow. You want to look at all this when you dating somebody. You got to outweigh the pros and cons. I learned from the other guy he was talking to one time. You got to outweigh the pros and the cons in that relationship. If the cons outweigh the pros, you with the wrong person.
Mm-hmm.
Because that relationship should benefit you in some kind of way. If you're not getting benefited, walk away. Walk away. Walk away. Because as a man, guess what? I got a crown too. If I got some men watching, you got a crown as well. And whenever you let a woman walk all over you, guess what? You laying your crown on as a man. You laying your crown on as a man. Whenever you let a woman control you because she giving you her body, you're weak. You're weak, man. Be strong. You know, trust me, brothers, I've been there. I've been there. It ain't, you know, I ain't just telling y'all this, I'm making this stuff up. I think the reason why that, you know, I'm able to do what I do because I experienced a lot of stuff in my life. A lot of stuff I talked about, I've been through it. You know, women reach out to me on a weekly basis about certain things that they dealing with, and I give them my perspective as a man because I'm a man and I know the games these men play. I know the game these men play. You know, that's why I can tell a woman like that lady who called me, but who inboxed me, not called me, but inboxed me and was saying the guy she was talking to, he don't call her when he at home, but when he over the road driving trucks, he be calling her every day. How do I know that man playing games? Because guess what? I'm a man. I know the games. I know the games, ladies. So when I tell y'all something, listen to what I'm telling you. I know what I'm talking about. You know, and Brother JC the same way. You know, we men, and I believe God raised us up to be y'all brother, y'all spiritual brother, to teach y'all, to empower y'all, to protect y'all, because some women don't have a brother they can go to and get, you know, male advice. That's what we here for. And then some women, they may have a brother, but he may not be a good, you know, he may not give good advice, you know, and that's what we're here for. And I'm proud of what I'm doing. You know, this is my passion. This is my heart right here. I'm doing it for a reason and a purpose. And my mind is convinced that I'm going to do it for the rest of my life. I'm going to continue to empower people and to educate people and how to teach people how to find the right one. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about, man. Being with people who's going to devalue you and put you down and walk all over you, you might well just be single. Might well just be single. Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah,
You
you're right
know,
about that. Yeah, you're right about that.
so,
You know, I just wanted, yeah, I just wanted to say, you know, as far as if she's complaining, I mean, you got to realize that you're really failing her as a man. You're probably not getting her her love language. You know, you're not meeting those needs. You're not
exactly.
catering to those. She's complaining for a reason, and she
Mm,
wants you to give her reassurance. She needs to know that you love her, care about her. You know, and don't be trying to hang out with your
yeah.
boy all the time. Spend some time with her, quality time, and schedule time to talk to
For the
her.
time, it's a love language. Yeah.
Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
see what time y'all can arrange talk and send videos that she likes. You know, stuff that she enjoys. Participate and find new things to do as a couple together. You know, don't get lazy, don't get complacent,
Exactly.
and don't and work on the communication skills as well. You know, for us, it's like we'll get a
Exactly.
woman, and you know everything's good at first, then our communication drops, and our pursuit of her is still it drops as well. But like as
Mm-hmm.
a man, it's like courtship never ends. You still have to continue to date her and court her like you did when you first met her,
Exactly.
and that's one thing we're lacking as a collective as men. That's one thing. That's one thing. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna even lie. That's one thing I struggle with at times too, and I struggle with at times
Yeah.
too. So I'm not here to say, oh, I'm
Yeah.
perfect. Oh, no, I'm not perfect. I got my own flaws. But I'm just saying, so I need to work on myself too, and other brothers need to work on as well. You
Exactly.
know. So
Yeah. Exactly. Because one thing I say about me, like, even though I grew up, I know for me, this from my perspective in my life. Even though I grew up with my daddy in the home, uh, I lost him when he was 18. When I was 18, I lost him. But I grew up with my dad in the home. I learned a lot from him. But I didn't learn how to be a man because, we didn't really have these talks like, and be honest with you, he didn't even know the things that we know. And like I said before, a lot of stuff I got from my spiritual father, um, and also just by me experiencing things in life in general, and being, women in relationships. I experienced these things, so that's why I know the stuff I know. So as men, a lot of men are not being taught. They don't understand this. And I had told one man, he lost his woman because he was saying that, oh, she want me to watch TV with her on the couch, let with her watch TV. I say, man, you got to do that. If that's what she want, you got to get a woman the love language. You that same woman turned bitter towards him, and she can't stand him. Can't stand him. But like you say, the love language. Every woman have a love language. Every man have a love language. I have a love language.
Mm-hmm.
My love language. My love language is physical touch, and physical touch is pretty much not necessarily mean sex. It just mean like holding hands. I like if I'm dating a woman relationship with a woman, and we walking. I like to hold her hands, or maybe put my hand around her waist or around her shoulder. You know, things like that. Open up the car door, hold her hand. Physical touch don't necessarily always mean sex. You know, physical touch is a love language from that book by Gary Chapman. You know, but that's my love language, pretty much physical touch, and I would say words of affirmation. But that's the thing, when you dating somebody, you gotta find out that person's love language. And if they saying they want time, that means they love language is quality time. If they saying you don't compliment me enough, maybe they feel as though their love language is words of affirmation. Buying and receiving gifts is a love language, and that don't mean that you gotta go buy the expensive things all the time. But something like just bring like things I did in the past, you know, in different relationships. Like if I know a woman like for example, one of my exes like cheesecake for the Cheesecake Factory. So spontaneously I would bring home her favorite cheesecake. That's buying and receiving gift. It's not always gotta be the fine thing, the big money stuff. It can be simple things like that. So if that person's love language is buying and receiving gifts, then you give them that. Everybody have a love language, male and female. And what we have to do is learn people love language. The five love. Tell me more about love. You got the five love languages. Quality time, words of affirmation, buying and receiving gifts, physical touch, and there's another one. I forgot the other one. Quality time, words of affirmation.
With words of affirmation,
It's another one. Words of affirmation. Words of affirmation.
quality time,
Yeah, I think those are
gifts.
quality time, physical touch, buying and receiving gifts,
Yeah.
and the act of service.
Yeah.
Act of service is the fifth one. That's like doing something. Like some women may get turned on by they men doing things around the house or helping out with the kids, homework, or picking the kids up. Act of service. Those are the five love language. And to learn more about that, is a book by Gary Chapman. He the one who wrote that book. You might want to go on Amazon and get it. It teaches people about different love languages that everybody have. And once we learn the love languages of our partner, we give them that love language. And basically, that love language is what make them feel love. See, if I'm with a woman and her love language is quality time, now I'm working, paying the bills as a man, but she may not feel love if I neglect her. if I don't give her quality time. And I may do love her, but because I'm not giving her love language, she's not feeling love. You know, she's not feeling like I value her because I'm not giving her quality time. You know, like for example, with me, like I said, my love language my love language is physical touch. So the woman I be with, you know, I gotta, you know, she can't be like, oh, don't touch me all the time. You over touching me, you know. I'm physical. You know, like I said, it's not sexual, nothing like that. You know, me, I'm good with just cuddling. You know, cuddling, just watching a movie together, laughing, having fun. You know, because I believe in enjoying your relationship. You know, you got to enjoy your relationship. So watching a movie together, you know, cuddling and stuff like that. You know, that's like what I mean by physical touch. You know, not just sex, but you know, physical touch is more to it than just sex. You know, it's just something about touch. You know, massaging, giving massages and stuff like that. That's part of physical touch as well. You know, so that person, you know, everybody have to find their love language and let that person know what it is. You find out what your love language is, and you do it. You know, if that person not willing to give you your love language, then you know it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. None of my love languages were met. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, and let me tell you something. You was with a grown boy. You was with a grown boy. And but I want to tell you this. You know, listen. We all been there. We all have made mistakes. We all have been with people for years who have not treated us right. And I want you to know this: God still love you. And guess what? You're a queen now. You're a queen. As long as you learn from your mistake, you're a queen. You're a queen. And you know what you went through, my sister. A lot of women been through it. A lot of women have gone through that same thing. So don't feel bad about it. You know, no matter. See, you what make you a queen is not your past, because all women are queens. But what make you a queen is when you are willing to walk away from somebody who treats you like crap for years. That what make you a queen. Even when you was in it, you was a queen, but you just didn't know. You wasn't queen conscious. But for a woman to walk away from a man like that, that's a woman who understands her worth. You know, so keep your head up, my sister. Keep your head up. You know, stay strong and fall in love with God. Fall in love with God, and you know, and I don't know if you're fully healed yet, but you know, I tell people this. You know, if you're not healed, if you're still broken, don't date yet. Sometimes you need to take a break from dating and just work on yourself. Work on your self love. You know, read books about. There's a lot of books out there, man. You have to empower yourself with books. Matter of fact, I'm writing a book. Coming as I'm in the process of writing it right now. Called Queens Don't Settle. But there are a lot of books out there you can write. Read these books and stuff like that. That will help you build your self worth back up. And I'm telling you, the book that I'm writing, anybody read that book, they're gonna know. Anyone read that book, they're gonna know they're a queen when they get finished reading that book. Cause that book is gonna build your self worth up, and that's what you need as a woman when you've been through something like that right there. You know, if you're not fully healed, I tell people this here: it's dangerous to date when you're broken, because when you're broken, you cannot make good choices because you know you're looking for that person to heal that brokenness. And a lot of times, what it could do, it could blind you from seeing the red flags because you can overlook something because you're looking for that person to heal that brokenness. So if you still broken from that, my sister, I would say, you know, take a break from dating, just work on yourself. Learn how to love yourself. You know, do things for yourself. Empower yourself. Read books. You know, do stuff like that right there for maybe a good 6 months. Because when you've been through something like that, you have to build your self-worth back up. That way, when the next man come along, you ain't gonna fall no more. Cause when you love yourself too much, you're gonna be like, nah, I better be single. I'd rather be single. But when you sort of like broken and you looking for, you know, somebody to heal that brokenness, and I said this before, only God can heal that. You gotta allow God to heal that. No man can heal your brokenness. If God have not healed you from your brokenness, you know, I would suggest that, you know, you don't date until you feel like God has healed you. You know, because a lot of times as people, we look for, because I've done the same thing, we look for people to heal our brokenness. And we can see the red flags, but we'll fall right for it because we thinking that person's going to be the one that's going to make us feel better. And I don't care how good the sex is, none of that stuff. Your brokenness is not going to get healed until God moves it out your heart. That's the only one that can heal that brokenness. You know, and all you gotta do is ask God to take it away from you. And this is what I do. Me, whenever I'm hurt, I put me some praise and worship music on, and I just lay out before God, and I tell God to heal me. You know, that's what I do. That worked for me every time. Worked for me every time. You know, and I do believe God will break that brokenness off your life. You know. You want to say something to that, brother?
Like I said, it's all about self-love and self-respect. You know, you can't love somebody if you
Yeah,
don't love yourself. Like I said, you gotta have your own identity,
exactly.
own core values, whoever your identity is, and you gotta love yourself for you. And also, like back onto the topic
Amen.
for wolves and sheep clothing. Um, that could be anybody. I mean, it could be guys that are working and make a lot of money. You know, you always
Yeah.
have to evaluate a man's character, honor, and integrity. You can't just go by what kind of profession he's working because that could be deceiving as well.
Hmm.
You know, and he has, like I
Yeah.
said, he has to be about his words and he has to be about his fruits that he's planting. You know, he can't just be all talking, no action. You know, that's the one thing. Women, they
Exactly.
have to stop just allowing just people to tell them what they want to hear, and then not really checking them or not calling them out when they're in the wrong. You know, you gotta
Hmm.
self-assess every element of the guy. You know, or vice versa as a man, you gotta self-assess women. You know, quit just looking at the body, physical, and look at her mind and soul and see that she's right for you. And first and foremost, you know, be honest with yourself. Once again, be honest with what you want out of the situation and be honest with yourself, be honest with the person, to be transparent. If y'all have similar core values, same principles, then yeah, go for it. If not, then you know,
That's it.
quit wasting people's time. You know, we only have one life to live. We don't have time to be wasting
That's it.
going over and over. You're not sure and confused. Like nobody has time for all this. So, you know, that's all
Exactly.
I really wanted to say. Really on this one, you know, like I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming out, reaching out, and you know, I just appreciate your word of wisdom. You know, you got anything to say? I'm gonna have people, you know, check out your YouTube channel, you know, check you out, and you know, just stay blessed, brother.
Yeah, yeah. I just want to say, you know, just some of everything, all of that what we was talking about. Just the main thing is, if you love yourself, you can overcome the wolf in sheep clothing. I think that's what the main problem is self value. If you value yourself enough, you won't let that wolf deceive you. You won't let that wolf deceive you, and that's where it all start. It's all start, you know, with self love. I can't stress this enough. Self love is everything. And when you love yourself, you're not going to trust in any and everybody. You're not going to hang around certain people. You're not going to. It just people might say, "Oh, you stuck up." No, you ain't stuck up. You know, you value yourself. You know what you worth. You know, and that's the key right there. to overcome these these wolves in sheep clothing. But whenever you don't feel value, whenever you look for a person to validate you, you're gonna fall every time. You're gonna fall every time. And I want you ladies to understand this. God have already validated you. You already been validated. You know, you validated in the word of God. You don't need no man to validate you. A woman that a queen conscious that knows she's a queen, she validated even when she have a man or she don't. She know who she is as a woman. And she don't feel as though she need a man to be validated. No, she could be being single until she find, to that right man come along that's gonna lead her, provide for her, and protect her. So you have to value yourself. Self-love means everything. Everything when it comes down to getting into toxic relationships. So that's all I want to say. And I want to say thank y'all for y'all tuning in. Appreciate y'all, man. Listen, man, I like doing this with you, man. I really do. I say this a lot, man. It's good to see another young black man like you, doing something positive. It's hard to find young black men these days on social media doing something positive, man. So just keep up what you're doing, man. For those of you you want to follow me on YouTube, I'm on YouTube as Coach Rod. I am a life and relationship coach, whatever. So I'm on YouTube as Coach Rod. Facebook, I got my fan page is empowering singles and couples, and also my personal page is just Roderick Razor. So if you want to follow me and send me a friend request, you're more than welcome to do that. But like I said to y'all ladies, man, I'm in the process of writing a book right now as we speak called Queens Don't Settle. And I'm hoping that I have this book out sometime next year, in the beginning of next year. I'm gonna have this book out. I'm gonna let y'all know more about it. But I feel in my spirit, man. This book gonna break a lot of chains, and that's my goal, and that's my prayer that I pray to God that every woman read this book. I say God break every chain of these women, and let them know that they queens. And I'm telling you, man. So I'm gonna keep y'all in tune with that, man. But like I always say, I'm your brother from another mother. God bless you, and I love you, man. Y'all take care. Hey, brother, we're gonna hook up again later on. All right, man.
All right, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. God bless
All
you.
right. All right, you too now. All right, take it easy.
All right, man. All right, brother. Peace. But yeah, though, everybody, me, JC, Everyday Thoughts. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Anytime y'all want any kind of debate discussion, just let me know. Feel free to message me. Let me know. We can debate, talk about whatever. I'm open to anything. Everybody have a blessed night. Thank you. Thank everybody for watching, tuning in. Make sure y'all like, share. Peace.